See what happens down there, but there's two grand finals to go. There's some round threes that will determine medals here, and in that last event, 275, which is the Premier Open Standard Boat, it's set up for a fantastic finish because we've got the Nanjing Forest Police College, who have got a second and a first, CYL, who have got a first and a third, Macau, who have got a fourth and a second. If Macau can cause an upset, they're in it, and ACCA, who have got a third and a fourth. So
anyone can win it.
So ACCA have sort of finished in front of Macau, who finished fourth. So Macau, the surprise packet of round two there, but I think it'll boil down to Nanjing and CYL. And that's going to determine that gold and silver there, and then Macau and probably ACCA in line for the bronze. But that's coming.
Thank you, Steve. That is something to look forward to. We're not going to even go to a break here. What we're going to do is stay with the action because this is race 270, a grand final in small boats, Premier Women. I'm going to give you the field. In one is Singapore Paddle Club. And you can see the teams just moving into position now. There's three, which I'll get to in just a moment. In two will be Komodo Paddle Club. In three, on your screen, going out of screen now, is three, Manly Dragon Boat Club. In four is the Philippine Coast Guard DBT, who are rocking here. They're brilliant. They will have to look out to their right, because to their right will be, in five, Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club, a real threat. In six, Hamilton City Water Sports. In seven, ACCA Dragon Boat Racing Team. And in eight, the Pacific Dragons. This is, again, race 270, a grand final. It is the small boats Premier Women here on Westlake Shore, Adelaide. Grey skies, the temperature dropping just a bit. It's really, really going to be a thrill on the water. There's False Creek there. We spoke to the wonderful coach a little while ago, and now we will be seeing if that can be turned into a medal. It's a gold medal race, this. It really is such an important race.
Carmody Jane, Carmody Jane hoping to get Falls Creek to the line. The fastest qualifiers, of course, in the middle lanes there. So you've got Philippine Coast Guard, who have been very strong, Falls Creek, and then Hamilton City and probably Manly in the centre lanes there. So we'll just see what happens here in this one, Paul.
Bit of vocalising on the boats as well. Some of the teams just doing a bit of a chant and a sort of like a uniting sort of last moment before they go into battle here. It's the war cry. And we are not far away now. This is going to be very exciting. 200 metres, a splash and dash. It'll be a very fast time. Qualifying times have been very, very strong. We are at the start now. A little bit of movement in the Dragon boat still. Just steadying now. A shot looking south. The boats will come towards the drone here, towards the camera. There's two. This is Komodo Paddle Club. All calm in the water at the moment, but these hearts are beating hard now because this is the race they have come from all around the world for. 200 metres. Drummers are ready. Sweeps are ready to let go. And those paddlers, 10 per boat, are ready as well. Right now, 8 boats in the water.
On the start line.
Teams are getting ready here. Easy does it. That's Singapore Paddle Club just straightening their boat here. We are close to a start. You can see it. This is the grand final. It's the small boats Premier Women. Steve Winbank's going to be your caller in just a moment's time. There's 4 Philippine Coast Guard DBT. Expect good things from them. Be ready. Here we go. This is it.
And away they go. Singapore Paddle Club in 1, Komodo 2, Manly in 3, Philippine Coast Guard in 4, Falls Creek in 5, Hamilton City in 6, ACCA in 7, and Pacific Dragons in 8. And they're basically in a straight line here. We'll look towards the centre where the fastest qualifiers are, and it may be Philippine Coast Guard in lane 4 getting away, Falls Creek in 5, Manly in 3, then Hamilton City out there in 6. Then we've got Komodo back in 2, Singapore in 1, and ACCA out wider in 7, and Pacific Dragons. But it's in the middle here, and it's Philippine Coast Guard who've got to the front here from from Falls Creek in 5. Then further out we've got Hamilton City back to Manly in 3. It's a line of about 5 here as they head down towards the finish line, and it might be just let's see Philippine Coast Guard maybe in front from Falls Creek out there wide of Hamilton City. Here they go towards the line. It's lane 4. Philippine Coast Guard's got it. Philippine from Hamilton City, and then probably Falls Creek just in behind them. And then we got Acker and Manly, Komodo, Singapore, and Pacific Dragons.
Wow, what a final there. We'll go to times and official placings in just a moment. We will go to a replay as well because that was exquisite. That was just so close. Great call, Steve Winbank. Here we go. Here's the scores now. In 1, Philippine Coast Guard DBT 56.561. Hamilton City Watersports second, 56.86. In third, 56.94, 800ths of a second. Singapore Paddle Club in third. In fourth, False Creek Racing Canoe Club of 56.97. 3/100ths out of it. That's excruciating, isn't it? In fifth, Komodo Paddle Club, 57.17. In sixth, from lane 7, Acker Dragon Boat Racing Team, a 57.41. Manly Dragon Boat Club in 7th, from lane 3, a 58.92. And Pacific Dragons rounding out 8th in 1 minute .02. Wow. That was just something else. Let's go to a replay. This is going to be fantastic to watch. Have a look at the race here, the finish for gold. This is going to be a big replay coming up. Here it is now. This will be just a thrill to watch again.
Here's the replay on the screen. That's the Philippine Coast Guard there in 4, fending off all comers here. 6 out wide 6. That's Hamilton in 6, just coming in now in 2nd, and then Singapore Paddle Boat Club here in 1. Look at them coming in front of Falls Creek in 5. Oh, that's close there. Then we've got 7, Acker out there, then back to Komodo in 2. But a close finish there. Here it is again. That's the Philippine Coast Guard from, look at that, Hamilton in 6, and then 1, Singapore Paddle Club. And yep. So they've got him third, just in front of Acker out there. Here we go again. There's the Coast Guard just going across in front of Hamilton City. Singapore Paddle Club in 1, getting 3rd place there, just in front of Falls Creek.
Wow, well, if you like your finals strenuous and tough and exciting and thrilling and nail-biting, well, you've just had your menu filled there, because that was just as delicious a race as you'll get. That was something else. Actually, maybe it's not, because there's a lot to come still. We've got some really high-end racing